Well, let's talk now, and it's got to do with the activists who are on the ground, including some residents in Vredefort and Parys, who say the province's cases are being underreported. They claim more people in the area have presented with cholera symptoms, resulting in more deaths than what has been pronounced or at least announced by the government there. Let's pick up now with Ziniko Mhlaba, who is in the area. Ziniko, good morning to you. The hospital authorities, how are they responding to accusations that these cholera infections and resultant deaths are being underreported?
Yes, Tolly, we're actually inside the hospital right now at Parys. This is Parys District Hospital. We'll be speaking to the head of this hospital, Ziniko, who is the CEO of this facility. So she has a better idea of how the situation is and how they are handling it here in this northern part of the Free State, which is responsible for Vrede and also Parys. So let me bring her in quickly so that we get a sense of how exactly the situation is here. CEO, thank you very much for speaking to us. There's a situation of cholera here in Parys and Vredefort, and your hospital, as a district hospital, is responsible for making sure that every local clinic is able to transfer their patients to this facility. From what you see from the numbers which have came through, what is the situation like in terms of the cholera cases from your understanding and records?
Okay. Good morning, and thanks for the opportunity given to give our side of the story as Department of Health. I am Mrs. Malinga, the Chief Executive Officer of Parys District Hospital. To answer your question directly, I'll say at the moment we have seen, to date, we have seen 103 patients that went through our doors, some referred to from our 8 clinics, some directly coming from home. But all in all, we have seen 108 patients.
The 108 that you're referring to, is it cases relating to cholera?
No, we cannot talk about 108 cholera cases. Here we are, the 108 that I'm referring to is all the patients that presented at the hospital with diarrheal and vomiting concerns. That is, some of them just having a diarrhea for a day or vomiting for a day. So it depends on how the patient is presenting. But this 108 is patients that were seen at the hospital, then treated for diarrhea, and then swabs taken, sent to the laboratory.
Okay, so from the laboratory results, what would you say is the general figure of people who had symptoms relating to cholera or related to that of cholera?
We sent not 108 specimens, but let me first clarify the situation, is that we first sent specimens to NHLS, which is the laboratory in Kroonstad, which is 145 kilometers from where we are. And then from that specimens takes around 3 days before we can get the results. But if they query that the result is related to cholera, then they send it to NICD, which is National Institution of Communicable Diseases. So from there, we only get the results from 5 to 7 days, sometimes 10 days, that will be confirming that the patient that we have sent the specimen of had diarrhea. So to date, we are only having 11 confirmed cases of cholera, of which 2 passed on. But the 9 then that are still alive are in the location. None of them are admitted at the hospital because they are okay at the moment. The only patients that are still at the hospital as I'm speaking to you, it's 4, and they are all of them, they are diarrheal cases. It's 1 child, 1 female patient, and 2 male patients admitted in our institution.
All right. In terms of the numbers of the patients you are still awaiting results of from testing, how many are they? How many results are you still waiting for from your understanding?
At the moment, the very 4, we are still awaiting their results, as well as all the patients that we see. Let me make it clear. On a daily basis, in our casualty, we see like 4 to 6 patients on average. Even yesterday, we saw 4 patients. 4 patients, and then we took the specimen from all of them. So those 4 patients, their specimen is still awaited. Even yesterday, the other day, today is Friday. So we have been taking 2 3, 2. So we more or less, we are still awaiting even the previous week's specimens. But yesterday we received like specimens that were taken from the 22nd of May. It takes quite a long time to get the results from an ICD confirming cholera. So the confirmed cases that we are having as Vredefort, remember Parys Hospital is part of Vredefort district, wherein we are having additional 3 district hospitals as well as a regional hospital. So as a district, we are only having 11 confirmed cases, of which 2 has passed on.
I mean, CEO, people on the location are saying, as far as they understand, many other people are still falling sick. They are coming through the hospital, and they don't really believe that the numbers are accurate. So does the fact that there are still many specimens you are still waiting for the results of might speak to that fact that actually the cases might be more should the results come positive? So I'm trying to say you have outstanding results and you've got these allegations. How will they correlate?
If a person has really got cholera, their stools, when they present in casualty, are different from normal diarrhea. But we take specimen from each and every the person that has got diarrhea. But the issue is, there is no way that I'm not God. I cannot really confirm that there's a lot of cholera cases that are outstanding. But usually, when a person has got cholera, they become very sick.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying, hello, Mama, you do have outstanding results.
Yes, we do.
So said you still have tests that were submitted from the 21st. So from then up until now, how many results are you still waiting for?
I cannot put my head to say. It might be like 16 results. Dr. Mlondo, I'm with my chief medical officer here. So it might be like we are maybe having outstanding 16 results that are there. But the issue of having more cholera cases is far-fetched, because the cases that we saw were not very serious people that we usually see when a person is a cholera case.
All right. Thank you very much, CEO, for that insightful information for us. That's the CEO of Parys District Hospital, alluding to the fact that the cases that are confirmed is the numbers as they are being issued by the Department of Health. However, there are those results of cases which are still outstanding. So that's it from us here at Oli. It's back to you.
Much, Ziniko Mhlaba, and we move swiftly back to Gauteng.